Hello, this is Stephen Broaddus with eXp Realty here in Flagstaff, Arizona, and today we're taking a look at 3031 North Jamison Boulevard here in Lower Greenlaw. It is February 6th, about 11 a.m. on a cold 36-degree windy day here in Flagstaff. I don't know where all this wind came from all of a sudden. It was just fine for the last couple weeks, and now we're getting a bunch of wind, which is my personal least favorite weather. So this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot, was it like 1,576 I think, square foot house? 1,557 square foot house. It is a fixer-upper. It looks like somebody could certainly come in here and probably spend at least 40 grand, really turn it into something really nice. But as of right now, there have been some improvements made that will absorb some of the big costs, and I'll show you those as we go throughout. So this opens up. This is a very popular floor plan here in Lower and Upper Greenlaw. You'll see this quite often. In fact, maybe you already have. Front door opens up to this little mudroom, kind of. Here we got a coat closet there. And this wall just kind of separating what's meant to be your dining room from your entry here, which I think is kind of a good idea. And here we see one of the first upgrades that have been made to this house that any buyer wouldn't have to come in here and do is double pane windows. These weren't built with double pane windows. And here we've got double pane all throughout, vinyl frame, double pane, much more efficient windows all throughout. So there's a big cost that any buyer wouldn't have to deal with. Throughout the house, you'll see there's quite a few discrepancies in the drywall. And we see a lot of soot here on the walls from this wood-burning fireplace. Looks like this needs some service. It's blowing soot out the top. Let's go this way. Like I said, this is meant to be your dining room, or what most people use as a dining room. Carpet's pretty gross, as you'd expect. Coming in here to the kitchen, we've got the original cabinets. Maybe original flooring too, I'm not sure. This house was built in 1956, so I don't know if they had linoleum back then. And these are rough. Sticky, gross, nasty. Countertops have been replaced at some point, but I mean, anybody who's coming in here is just going to replace all of this. I mean, this is just, it's all pretty bad. Some open wires there at the bottom. I've seen lots of people put like a breakfast nook here instead of this ugly little half cab. And then following this around, I don't know why we got this window here, but go to the laundry room, and here's another one of the upgrades that have been made. These water heaters used to set over by the furnace, and they've moved it, I guess, for a bigger one. They had to move it here to the corner of the house, and they've got it all piped in. Brand new water heater. Here's where your washer and dryer go. I think there have been some moisture problems here at some point, it would appear. And the only door to the backyard is right here. This, as you may have guessed, was originally a garage door and garage. And here it's been converted into some kind of other flex space. Personally, I think these are much more valuable with garages. I mean, you get more square footage with one of these, but as far as utility, I mean, just put the garage in here. And you wouldn't even have to do much to get it back to that state. Take out that double door, put in a garage door, tear this paneling off and carpet, and you have a garage. Bang, bang, boom. That moisture that we saw on the other side of this wall could lead to some problems in here. It takes some investigating. Am I looking at the M word? I'm not sure. Some pretty bad fixes though, geez. Yeah, just put this back as a garage. It seems like a no-brainer to me. All right, let's go around actually, because this passes through all the way to the bedrooms, as you'll see. But it's my opinion, if anybody came in here to remodel this, you don't need this door here. Why do you need a door going in from a bedroom into a kitchen? It's dumb. So the way it's meant to be, here is your entrance to your hallway, and at the end you'll see this bedroom where we were just standing before, and these are of moderate size. For the 50s, that's a big closet. And also a good sized room. I mean, you could easily fit a queen size in here. I mean, you'd be a little bit squished. I mean, if you got rid of that door, you'd have a lot more options. Again, double pane windows. We've got a little peek of the backyard, which we'll check out afterwards. I think this place could really be cool if somebody came in here and dumped some money into it. It's just a matter of having that money. It's a cool fixer-upper, though. Contractor's dream, really. Contractor could fix this place up for real cheap. I'm seeing a lot of just deadbolts on doors. I wonder what this is about. And next, this closet, our next upgraded appliance. Look at this thing, it's brand new. First started up October 26th, 2021. So no problems here. Brand new furnace, looks nice, house is nice and toasty. And here is the common bathroom. Look at that countertop, isn't that cool? That looks like a pastry. Wow. I mean, a pretty basic bathroom. I mean, this shit needs to be, this stuff needs to be torn out. Yeah. Big closet here. There's the slab for the house. And this is where the water heater originally would have been. But they opted for a bigger furnace, I'm guessing, which kind of shrunk the space in here, which didn't allow for a bigger water heater as well. So they just moved it into the kitchen where we saw and redirected all these pipes out there. But they still got a shut off right there for it. So just turn this into a closet, right? Not really much else to see here. I mean, good thing about these bathrooms built in the 50s is that they were of comparable size of what we see today for auxiliary bathrooms or common bathrooms. You know, you got enough space for a vanity here, a single sink vanity with room on the side for everybody's soaps, creams, cleansers, brushes, toners, and all that. Plenty of room for a toilet. In fact, you could have a bigger vanity if you wanted. You got plenty of room here to even scoot. Well, scooting the toilet might be a bit expensive, but you could scoot that and then opt for a bigger tub here. But you got plenty of room for the surround, and it's tall enough. And even their things there were tall enough for people like me, which, if you know, I am quite tall. This is about what I expect in any house. So yeah, I mean, it all needs to be remodeled. But the good thing is that the studs in the walls and the spaces in the house allow it to be remodeled to a modern standard. And that theme continues through these bedrooms. Look at the size of this. Look at the size of this bedroom for a 1950s house. It's huge. Very big bedroom. And a smallish closet for this size bedroom. People didn't have clothes in the 50s, I guess. Another strange lock situation with a linen closet, I suppose you'd classify that as. And this is the master bedroom. The middle-sized bedroom. It's not small. It's certainly not as big as the other one that we just saw. Does this not look like somebody was trying to get out of here? The lock is on, or somebody was trying to get in, I guess. We got busted. What the hell is that? I don't even know. I mean, this door jamb has been torn out, kicked in or something. But regardless, we got a half or a 3/4 bath, I guess you'd call this, in the master. These tiny little 60s, 50s bathrooms. The little vanity here. Enough space for a mirror, toilet, and a stand-up shower. These aren't as bad as they look right here. This just looks like garbage because of this shower. This shower looks like an ice cream cone. Looks like that watermelon ice cream from the Schwan Man. But there is enough room in here really if you do it right, you know. That wouldn't look as goofy. You got a window in here as well, which is nice. Of course, more windows, more light, more vitamin D. And that's the whole inside of the house. Let's cut through this irrelevant door and check out the backyard. Here we've got a nice, level, sizable backyard. This is a great backyard for Greenlaw. I mean, Greenlaw is known to have great backyards about this size, but this one is especially level. I mean, there's not concrete pads everywhere or huge rocks. Well, there's a concrete pad over there. Mostly private, except for these folks who have got their see-through fence. But you can do something about that. Maybe around the same time you do something about that. And either before or after you do something about that. Fencing needs some help, is the word. Now, as far as the condition on the outside of the house, you see there's a lot of peeling paint. This house needs a new paint job. Good and bad. Good because you get to choose your own paint color. Bad because you have to pay for it. Fortunately, I'm sure this has been factored into the cost of the house. Looks like this has only been painted once. And it was yellow. Oh, that might be another color there. What color would you paint this house? I fancy a dark blue. I like that. This fascia here as well has not been taken care of. And you can see it is quite squishy. See my knife going straight into there. Really squishy there. That just needs to be taken off and replaced. Yeah, it's already busted up right there. The roof, in my estimation, if I had to guess, you can see quite a few shiny fiberglass bits and bobs over in this area where the sun is shining off of it. Here, I'll stick this camera up there. Maybe you can see a little bit better. Yeah, it's not going to be falling through any time soon, but I would expect you to have to replace that roof in the next 4 to 6 years, would be my guess. Ew, what is that? Oh, that's from the fireplace. So they just burnt logs, took all the soot and just dumped it in random places in the backyard. Wise. You get privacy from your backyard, from the people back here and the people back here, but those folks are just staring at you like a fishbowl. I like this backyard though. You could really turn this into something really cool. God, that just looks awful. This looks awful. Like, there's some things you should try to do yourself, but there's just some stuff you really ought not to. We'll take a look at the front and then we'll wrap this up. Some things to notice that you can't see on video, that I can since I'm here, because I'm not on video, I'm in the house, is the floor is all even all across. I mean, this is on a slab, and if there are big slab cracks, generally from walking one end of the house, you usually find these corners of the house going down. I'm not feeling any of that from my preliminary walkthrough here. That's a good thing. Another thing is you expect this house to have a certain smell to it. It actually does not have an odor. I don't smell anything gross. I don't think they had pets in here. The carpet isn't in great shape, but I don't think there was dogs and cats pissing everywhere. Else it would certainly smell it. I mean, I've got my mask off in here, and it's just okay, you know? It doesn't smell of mold. It doesn't smell of pee, rotting anything. And that's good news. It really is. Let's move on to the outside. We'll see much of the same as we saw in the back, at least according on the exterior finishes and things. Everything needs to be painted. There's a clean out for your fireplace. Now you probably noticed that firebox in there had been replaced. That's not original. Originally that would be open, and this is where you collect your, you know, soot and stuff like that. But since they put that insert in there, an insert for, it's like a wood burning box, that then you don't have to use that anymore. They probably did that because they had kids or something, you know, that way you can't climb into the fire. Some of the mortar, I can't zoom in, my zoom in is broken, but some of the mortar here is coming out, and you see that all the time with these type of chimneys. You just get it inspected and see what they say about it. Not a huge deal. The other big ticket item is this driveway, which looks pretty sad. This has been busted up. Look at this. This is the effect of years and years of salt on the concrete, and then refreezing and busting out chunks of concrete, and this is what you get. So it would be really cool to just get a new concrete pad from here, all of this, even back there, I would say. It'd be expensive, but that would be the way to do it. You don't need to replace this right now, but it's certainly, if you ever wanted to sell it or rent it in the future, this type of gap is not something you want people tripping on, people driving over, stuff like that. Front yard is nice. I mean, when I say nice, I mean there's nothing here to really excavate or anything like that. Looks like somebody's been parking a car right there. It could be landscaped and then just added value there. Have added value there. Let's see, am I missing anything? Nope, I think we covered everything. This is it for 3031 Greenlaw, or excuse me, 3031 North Jamison Boulevard here in Greenlaw. There's the Mount Eldon right there, a little bit of the neighborhood. Houses surrounding it are in good shape. Like, these look nice. It's a good neighborhood. I like this neighborhood. I would definitely buy a house here. I would love to buy this one if I had the extra cash to fix it up. My concerns about this one are it's going to be a really great opportunity for contractors to come in and buy this and, you know, fix it up for 40% of what you or I could do it for. Because there is no, at least on initial inspection here, there is no real serious problems. No foundation, no roof issues that I can notice right now. There's no smelling coming from mold or anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and lock this up while we're chatting. And most of it is cosmetic if you consider flooring and light repair work and cabinetry. Cabinetry would probably be the most expensive thing you'd have to deal with, redoing this kitchen. But think of the different ways you could do it. Like, there's options here. This is a square room here with some half walls and stuff, but this is a good opportunity to change the way this is all set up. Do you tear this out? Do you open that up? Do you put a breakfast nook here? Do you put more cabinetry here? What the heck was that? All right, I'm out of here before something crawls out of that tube. I heard something moving around. But yeah, that's probably your biggest expense. Really, really nice that the windows have already been upgraded, furnace is replaced, and the water heater. Those are really expensive to deal with, and they eat up a lot of the remodeling cost. Fortunately, don't have to deal with it here. So yeah, those are my 2 cents. Seems like a structurally sound place. Great neighborhood. Love the neighborhood. It's in close proximity to Bushmaster Park for dog walking or basketball playing, or it's even a skate park over there. And there's no HOAs, so you can do whatever you want with this property. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. That will conclude this one. This is 3031 North Jamison Boulevard here in Lower Greenlaw. This has been Stephen Broaddus with eXp Realty in Flagstaff, Arizona, and I hope you stick around to see the next one.